Good evening. If you haven't seen my face before, I'm Marty Polio, superintendent at JCPS. I'm honored to be here. This is my, I believe my third time here, so I've been each of the past 3 years. I've been 2 times at the Nehemiah ceremony in the spring, and so plan on coming back to that for a 3rd time. And it's always great to see the energy and passion here in the room. One of the things that I think is so important to frame as we talk about restorative practices and school culture, which to me school culture is meeting the needs of all the students in the building. And I think it's important that we frame, we have more kids coming to us and more children coming to us in need than in my entire 23-year career. People don't know this. Out of about 100,000 students, we have about 67,000 that are free and reduced lunch, that live in some type of poverty, that might have food insecurity or housing insecurity. 13,000 that qualify for special education services, about 9,000 who are English language learners, and 6,000 students who are homeless, are considered homeless. And they come to us every day, and although they come with many challenges, I'm very proud of how we meet those challenges. One of the things that we did this past year, and I give this to our Board of Education for stepping up and making this about a $6 million commitment. I believe we have one board member here tonight, Dr. Chris Cole, who was in big support of it. It was providing mental health professional at every single school within JCPS, and clearly that supports the restorative practices work, so we're very proud of that. The iceberg, we've got to continue to be committed to providing wraparound services for our kids, because we have them for 17% of their time, 83% of their time, they're not with us. And so we have to maximize those times and make sure we provide them with what they need to be successful. As we said, we've committed over the next 6 years to have all of our schools, whole school restorative practices. This summer we trained 800 school staff members and over 2,000 JCPS staff members to date. And that is a big lift when you're talking about 800 in one summer. We're especially proud of the work we've done at elementary school, which is a clear focus. As we get into middle and high, many times it's more challenging, but we've seen incredible results out of elementary schools, especially with restorative practices. And that is where our goal. Last year we cut our suspensions by 50%, and again this year we're already down 50% in suspensions. I believe that has a lot to do with restorative practices and the culture that is being created. I would like to share a few success stories. I was asked to do that, especially from this class of 2019, which are the schools that went through whole school restorative practices this summer. At Semple Elementary School, one teacher reported she's getting random notes from students thanking her for what she's doing, primarily effective statements and circles. The Semple teachers have also reported that they feel effective statements are helping them more quickly de-escalate these students who are coming to them with major trauma in their lives. A teacher at Rangeland Elementary, also whole school this summer, committed after the training that she was going to commit to doing circles every day, as well as intentionally using effective statements. When she saw it was drawing kids closer and building this community, she started a student shout-out board where students can write a post-it to affirm their classmates when they see them modeling the behavior expectation. She's been amazed at how kind students are to one another and believes her use of effective statements have helped build that culture. At Du Bois Middle School was so excited the idea of being trained that they did a contract deviation so they could not have to wait till summer. They could do the training on what we call a gold day, which is the days where teachers come in for training. And Mr. Gunn, the principal, starts off every morning with all students and staff in a large circle where students get motivated to have a positive and productive day. That's over 300 students in the school. And finally, at Moore High School, we've seen a significant decrease in suspensions. At this time last year, they had 129 suspension events. This year, they're down in the same amount of time to 78. And cut ISAPs, decrease the time students were in ISAP so that they can be in class using these restorative practices. So we've really seen some positive outcomes from our schools. We'll be looking forward to this announcement where we will be announcing our class of 2020 as we continue to expand this and train whole schools in this work and continue to grow until we get to every school in Jefferson County. Honored to be here with you tonight, proud of this work, and we'll continue to grow. Thank you very much.